1,200 National Guard troops to our border with Mexico. They're going to work alongside Border Patrol agents until additional officers and agents can be trained to take their place. Joining us now is South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, a member of the Homeland Security and Armed Services Committee. And Senator, I'm going to talk about that 1,200 number in just a moment. But just on a broader picture here, I think oftentimes when we talk about immigration, it's a Mexican-American issue. But what can you tell us about the threat of terrorists trying to get into our country through our southern border?
Well, I can tell you that it's a portal for entry into the country that's uncontrolled, and that you're having people cross the border for economic opportunity. You're having people across the border who are members of organized crime. You have human trafficking, people crossing the border to bring young ladies in for prostitution. And you do have the potential of people crossing the border in Mexico who are part of terrorist cells. 40% of the illegal immigrants in this country never came across our southern border. They overstayed their visa, many of them from countries in the Mideast that don't like us very much. So we've got a real national security problem on our hand across the board. So
now we're going to send 1,200 National Guards to the border. Is that enough?
According to the people I've talked to, no, it is a good first step. Border security measures in the Yuma area of Arizona seem to work. In Tucson, they're not working. It's pretty clear to me that with enhanced technology, more fencing, and more National Guard troops, we can turn the tide on illegal immigration and move on to the other parts of the problem, like illegal employment, what to do with the 12 million, and how to create a temporary worker program that'd be a win-win for our businesses and people pursuing opportunity on our terms, not theirs. But it's clear to me the border security provisions have failed thus far to secure the border.
So on a larger picture scale, though, we're also talking about comprehensive immigration reform. You said back in April that you didn't think a comprehensive reform would actually make it through. It would be a disaster.
It would be right now.
Why is that, though? Why not, when the wind's at your back and you're putting more guards towards the border, why not do it all at once and get it taken care of?
Well, you do need to do it all, but you need to do it in a way that the American people will buy into. There is a consensus in this country, believe it or not, among almost every group. We all want to secure the border. There's about 90% support up here for better border security. But if you brought a comprehensive immigration bill to the floor now, before you got operational control of the border and deal with the war in Mexico, you would not get many votes for a pathway to citizenship or legalization of the 12 million, because most Americans would be afraid that if you legalize these 12 million, you're going to have 20 million more unless you secure the border.
All right.
So you got to have confidence building before you get onto the 12 million.
Well, confidence building, how long is that going to take? How long will it take at the border, and how long will it take for a comprehensive reform?
That's a good question. I think if we put the emphasis on the border like we have on other elements of the war on terror, that we made it a national priority to secure that border, build this fence, put more troops on the ground, enhance the technology, we could do that in short order. Then we would move to a temporary worker program. Then we'd do something about the 12 million that would be rational. You're not going to put 12 million people in jail. You're not going to deport them all, but you shouldn't let them break in the line and become citizens ahead of people who are doing it right. They should stay here on our terms, pay fines for the law they violated,
that's a lot,
learn English.
Senator, that's a lot. Are you talking about a decade here? Are you talking about a couple years?
No, if we're waiting a decade, you know, 2007 and 2006 we tried and failed. Between 2007 and 2010, this problem has gotten worse. Start with border security this year. Make a commitment to the border being secured as if it was one of the most important items affecting our economic condition and our national security. Next year, after you've put in place better border security measures, look at the entire puzzle, including the 12 million temporary worker program and employer verification. We need to do it sooner rather than later, but start with the border.
All right.
Consider it a priority.
So we'll hold you to next year and getting comprehensive reform by 2012, Senator. Thank you very much, Senator Lindsey Graham. Appreciate it very much.
Secure the border this year. Thank you. Bye.
A powerful car bomb targets a small